Greetings to one and all. I am K. Abhinaya Shravani, studying BTech in Biotechnology, second year at KL University. The topic I got is pump tower loop reactor. So, basically, what is a bioreactor? Bioreactor is a vessel in which heterogeneous raw materials are converted into homogeneous products under controlled condition. In this vessel we add raw materials, and this vessel undergoes a series of chemical reactions and converts these raw materials into products. So this is the definition of bioreactor. So when it comes to pump tower loop reactor, basically bioreactors are classified into various types based on the raw material and the product they convert, and based on their function basically. So when it comes to the pump tower loop reactor is a type of chemical reactor that is commonly used in production of various chemicals such as polymers and resins. So in pump tower loop reactor, polymers and resins are the products that are obtained from it. And the pump tower loop reactor consists of a tall tower and a loop pipe system which helps in constant and continuous circulation of reactants, which is a great and major advantage to the reactor. So when it comes to the principle of pump tower loop reactor, it consists of it is basically a continuous flow reactor, and it consists of a vertical column or tower where the reactants are constantly agitated and circulated, and the products are obtained at a faster rate when compared to the other type of reactors. When it comes to the construction, the setup of pump tower loop reactor involves several components like tower, pump, heat exchanger, catalyst, and instrumentation. When it comes to the tower, the vertical column or tower is the main vessel where the chemical reaction takes place. As we have reviewed before, this is the place where all the reactants are circulated. So the tower, being a vertical column, all the reactants are constantly circulated in this place. This is the place where the reaction happens. The tower is made up of stainless steel or other corrosion resistant materials and have several diameter of several feet and height of several meters. So basically, when on an industrial scale bioreactor, the tower is of several feet, and tower's diameter is of several feet, and its height is of several meters. But when it comes to the small scale, the tower reactor doesn't contain a great diameter and a very large height, that is meters when it is set here. But uh, but in the scale up process, the range of the diameter and the height of the tower increases. When it comes to the pump, the function of the pump is to circulate all the reactors through a loop in the tower. So in a bioreactor, to undergo a series of reaction, a pump is always required, and in this tower, the pump enables the constant circulation of reactors, circulation of the reactants to get them converted into the product. The pump must be able to handle the pressure and flow rate required for the reaction. Heat exchanger. Heat exchanger is basically used to control the temperature of the reaction by exchanging heat with cooling or heating fluid. Catalyst is often used to speed up the reaction. It improves the efficiency. It reduces the time of the reaction. So catalyst is also a part of the setup of pump tower loop reactor. Instrumentation. The reactor is typically equipped with sensors and instruments to monitor the temperature, pressure, flow rate, and other parameters. To get the exact product required, all these factors must be monitored and observed, and thereby we have certain setup like temperature probe, pH probe, dissolved oxygen, etc., which are linked to the bioreactor. When it comes to the working, as we have already said, in a pump tower loop reactor, the reactors are constantly and continuously pumped through the reactor, in a counter current flow pattern. As the reactants move through the reactor, they are subjected to various conditions like high temperature, pressure, or catalyst environment, and these changes in the reactor promote the chemical reactions and give out the desired product. So the constant circulation and agitation of these products remove any impurities and byproducts. It uh, uh, it works as a process of centrifugation where impurities are removed, so thereby we get the higher yield of desired product rather than the impurity present product. The products are then typically removed from the reactor at the bottom of the tar, where while the unreacted reactants are recycled back into the loop. This is the working of the reactor. When it comes to the objective of pump tower loop reactor is to carry out a continuous chemical reaction controlled in a controlled and efficient manner. So, pump tower loop reactor is designed to ensure optimal mixing, residence time of the reactants, leading to high conversion rates and yields of the desired product. Since large amount of reactants are continuous undergo continuous chemical reactions, and with a great monitor of the instrumentation, and at certain conditions, the desired product can be immediately obtained. The desired product can be fastly obtained, and at the optimum product divide of any impurities. So pump tower loop reactor is designed for the most efficient way of extracting product from the raw materials. Specific objectives of pump tower loop reactor on the desired chemical reaction and the product being produced. There are different types of objective of pump tower loop reactor. The first one is high conversion rate. So in pump tower loop reactor, the reactants are more amount of reactants are converted into products uh, rather than them being unuseful as the impurities. So thereby, in a pump tower loop reactor, the reactants have high conversion rates, high yield. Pump tower loop reactor is designed to maximize the yield of the desired product while minimize the formation of unwanted products or waste. So, the pump tower loop reactor, when maintained at optimal temperature, pressure, and pH, the reaction proceeds at a great extent, and thereby the desired products itself is obtained with minimal amount of impurities only. Scalability. The pump tower loop reactor is designed to be scalable so that process can be easily and effectively adapted to larger or smaller production scales. Cost effectiveness. Pump tower loop reactor is designed to be cost effective so that production process can be carried out at a reasonable cost. Reducing the production cost and uh, increase and high conversion rates and yields is a great advantage towards a bioreactor. Thereby we can obtain the products at a very fast rate, and with being and also being a cost effective reactor. Overall, the objective of pump tower reactor is to provide a continuous and efficient process for carrying out chemical reactions and producing high quality products while minimizing waste and optimizing use of raw materials and energy. Advantages of pump tower loop reactor. Pump tower loop reactor is an efficient and effective method for achieving continuous chemical synthesis with applications of wide range of industries. Its continuous circulation and efficient mixing allow for precise control of reaction conditions, resulting in high yields and quality. So, pump tower loop reactor always involves in the bringing out the desired product with high quality and yields. Pump tower loop reactor is used in various industries, various industries like pharmaceuticals, plastics, and specialty chemicals, etc. So this is an image of pump tower loop reactor in industrial scale. Uh, so this is about pump tower loop reactor, and thank you.